What's up, fellow fans of Clash of Clans? It's your host, Galadon, and I remember that I promised you guys I would make that original Gala base and show it to you guys. We're going to have to postpone that video just a little bit. We're going to work on it. I made a Gala base the other day. It got absolutely annihilated. So we're going to go back to the drawing board on that one. In the meantime, I have stolen a pretty good base. Now, this base comes from a top player that we call in our clan Numbers. I prefer to call him Countdown. His name, 987654321. We'll show him in a little bit, but he's a well-known top player who's often found in the top 10 of the global leaderboards. And I thought, you know what? This base looks effective. It looks difficult to beat. I'm going to give it a try. I copied it. I went with what seemed like the most logical and reasonable places to put the traps and the Teslas. And it's doing okay. Now, this is the first replay that we're showing. And this is another top player. This guy that attacked me here was in the global top 10 at the time and only managed a 45% and no stars. Now, speaking of Numbers, or Countdown as I call him, here he is attacking his own base. It's true. So the irony, or whatever you want to call it, the coincidence, or was it meant to be? I stole his base, and we ended up finding each other in matchmaking, and he was running the base, and I was running the base. So we're going to get an opportunity to see Countdown attack his own base, and then me attack Countdown's Countdown base. Now, I always say that you should always know how to defeat your own base, just in case this happens. And indeed, Countdown did know how to defeat his own base. He puts forth a pretty good attack right here. The reason I say that is because unless your base has never lost, which pretty much never happens, you're going to have some examples in your defense log of how to beat your base layout, because other people have done it to you. So you watch those replays, you learn from them, and then you use that strategy when you happen to come across your own base, which is exactly what happened here. And Countdown ends up with a 58% 2-star attack, which is pretty solid. But in today's Builder Hall 7 meta, it is far from a dominant attack. All right, so let's get into it. Here it is. Countdown versus Galadon. Galadon attacking Countdown's base, which I stole from him. Or let's go with borrowed. I'll give it back to him eventually after I expose it on YouTube. But also, hey, if there's another name that this guy would prefer to be called, I'm more than happy to change it from Numbers or Countdown or 987654321. All right, so here we go. Galadon trying to best the 58% 2-star that he put on my base using my pretty standard Barb Rush. This is the same strategy that has gotten me to top 10 in the world recently. Now, of course, I realize that that's got an asterisk next to it, but we'll deal with that. We've talked about that in a previous episode. So here we go. 48%, got the Builder Hall down, lots of barbs at the bottom, and yes, we are just barely going to squeak past his score with a 61% 2-star, missing that camp right there. Probably could have taken out that as well, but good game, very, very close, 61-58, and I just barely picked up the win. Now, what I also wanted to show is the fact that this base is far from strong. Okay, and that's the thing right now. In Builder Hall 7, the way the meta is set up, a good attack, a well-executed attack, or an attack that gets a little bit lucky can absolutely annihilate pretty much any base in the game right now. And Hall from Come and Take It is about to execute a beautiful cannon cart bomber archer attack. Now, this is a really unusual attack strategy, and you'll notice he probably would have tripled my base if not for the giant mine. Watch for the mega mine on the left-hand side. Look at the two cannon carts. Here they come. Move it in. They're going to annihilate the... No, not so much. And the mega mine goes off, and immediately both of those cannons are history. Had they survived that or been not hit by that mega mine, then they definitely take out the Crusher on the left, the Tesla on the left, and, well, maybe not a 3-star because the battle machine is already down, but he's got over 24 archers, and he had 3 bombers left right here. So Hall is going to meticulously pick apart my base, surgically taking down structures one by one until he ends up with a dominant 2-star attack that is going to absolutely be better than the attack I put up on his base. I will show you my log at the end of the video where you can see all of my last 10 attacks and defenses, and they were all with this base that I borrowed from Countdown. Now that being said, I have to go back and, at the risk of sounding like a broken record. Sorry, don't know what got into me there. At the risk of repeating myself, I'm loving the balance right now, the meta in the game. This is how I feel it should be at every Builder Hall level. You've got it set up so that 3 stars happen, but not all the time. So the 3-star tie is relatively rare. 1 stars are actually almost as rare as 3 stars. Most everybody seems to be getting 2-star attacks right now. There's no base that's super effective against it, and it's a matter of who puts out the better 2-star attack. I really like this balance. If this were this way all the way throughout all of the Builder Halls, I would be really happy about night mode, and we'll see. Hopefully this is where things are going to head, because I really think that it does force you to execute a good attack. And it's players like, wait a minute. Oh, that's right. So this was a glitched replay, you guys. If you go back and look at the freeze frame right here, something went wrong in showing the replay. Thanks a lot, Supercell. But anyway, shout out to Hall from Come and Take It for a super solid 2-star win. And but it wasn't the most dominant win over my base. That would come from a player called KLN from a clan called In Phase that just absolutely annihilated my base. Now, I haven't been 3-starred yet, although I don't think it's out of the question. But here we go with what Klaus would call drop minion, drop ships and minions. And this is another one of my favorite attacks. 4 drop ships, 30 minions, and this base just wiped out. Now, you'll notice my air bombs at the far back of where his attack is coming from. That is usually what you will see with dropship and minion. Sometimes with, say, a Mitch attack, players would come more directly at the air bombs. We will cover that in a future episode. But I just wanted to show you this with the maxed out dropships. So strong right now, but not a lot of players, obviously, have been able to afford to max them out. The free-to-play players have to wait quite a while to go through 14 levels of dropships, not to mention a level 20 battle machine. But 56%, 1-star. Now both crushers are still up, but that left crusher is just about down. And as this minion moves in, takes out the Tesla, you will see the battle machine is going to come in here and 1-shot, okay, and 2-shot that crusher on the left-hand side, and then move on and take out the Builder Hall. And at this point, you would think, well, that doesn't seem like that dominant of an attack. 64, 66% 2-star. But watch this battle machine go like the Energizer Bunny. He is all over the place, and you'll notice he's just barely out of range of the double cannon. That makes all the difference right here. It gives him a chance to use that ability again. He's going to take out the air bombs, which now allow that last beta minion to go through a few more structures on the top left of the village. And suddenly, which was seeming to be a 64% attack, becomes a 79% 2-star, almost always good for the win. So let's go ahead and take a look at my log. These are the last 10 attacks and defenses that I've had. And yes, you'll notice I've 2-starred every single opponent. So consistently right now, with the Barbarian Rush strategy, 2-starring everybody, not every attack, fantastic. And this is my record: 3-2-5-0, 3 0-stars, 2 1-stars, 5 2-stars, and no 3-stars on this base. All right, time for some comments. Can you play games like PUBG or Call of Duty? Dude, come to Mixer.com. I play PUBG almost every day, late at night right now. It is a lot of fun. DM Gaming wants a dab emote in Clash Royale. Didn't you hear the dab is dead? Only old weird guys do it. Reagan says, I don't have a statue on him growing grass like a boss. That's true, because grass will grow next to other pieces of grass, not just statues. This comment asks for a good gravy emote, says, I'm sure Galadon would use it a lot because it's what old people say. Dude, I've never even heard the phrase good gravy. And Luke wants to know, did Galadon just swear? I don't know what the you were talking about. All right, you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Watch me live stream on Mixer. Subscribe for update information. But most of all, be yourself. Have a great day. Love one another. And come back again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, did you the f***ing Galadon? I didn't swear.
Are you sure, Peter?
Galadon.